But we're going to start out this episode with a success quote for you. Take a guess at who said this one. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. I'll give you a hint. He is a famous business person from the automobile industry. We'll be back with the answer after the first segment of our program. Knowledge is not power, however, applied knowledge is powerful. So take what you're learning here and look at what you're currently doing with your money. Are you really going to get ahead that way? If not, you might need to talk to somebody about some better strategies. And thanks to Albert for figuring this one out. You take the number 72, divide it by the annual rate of interest that your money is earning. That determines the number of years it will take for your money to double. If you do a little historical research, you might find out that the people who controlled public education didn't really want monetary education in our public school system. So you get your first credit card by the time you graduate, but you don't understand really this simple formula. So here it is. It's a very simple division equation. You divide what you're getting as your annual interest rate into number 72. That will tell you the time or the number of years it takes for your money to double. This is what it would look like as a simple math equation. So there's your formula. Now what if we apply some information to that formula? If I'm getting 1% rate of return a year, well, pretty obvious. 1 goes into 72 times. But my gosh, I'm 33 years old now. What if I had a $10,000 prize from maybe a scratcher or a small inheritance? That money invested at 1%, my goodness, that would take 72 years. I'd be 105 years old. I don't want to wait that long for my money to double, and I don't even know what a gallon of gasoline will cost at that time. So that can't be a great way to get ahead at 1% interest. Plus, the national average on a savings account in a bank is less than 0.5%, so I'd be more like 300 years old. Well, what if I use a CD, or as I like to call it, a certificate of depreciation? Well, average right now on that is about 2%, and that only goes into 72 36 times. So I'm still going to be about 69 years old when my money doubles. I just don't think I can retire on $20,000. Now, the faster your interest rate goes up, the quicker the rule of 72 breaks down. So let's say you're getting, on the left side of the chart here, 4% on your money. That's a little bit more exciting. My money should be doubling every 18 years now. So if I'm 29 with that $10,000, and I'll be 47 with 20, 65, 40 grand. Gosh, I still can't quite retire on that kind of money. What if it's 8%? Then by the time I'm 65, I'd have about 160,000. What if I was getting 12%? Well, then I'd have over $500,000. So you can see the higher your rate of return, your annual rate of return is going up, the faster the rule of 72 breaks down. Let's take a look at that formula one more time, just so you have it. And thanks to Albert for figuring this one out. You take the number 72, divide it by the annual rate of interest that your money is earning. That determines the number of years it will take for your money to double. And let's get you an answer on that success quote we had a moment ago on whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. That was said by the American automobile manufacturer Henry Ford, who at one point in his life was worth millions of dollars. Someone asked him, what if we took away everything you had? He said, I'd have it all back in about 5 years. And how is that possible? I believe it's because he had a good system in place and he believed he could do it.